Hey friends, welcome to my channel where I do all sorts of arts and crafts to keep me sane and grounded and then share my creations with all of you. I have 4 mini brands to open and I'm hoping I don't get any duplicates since these are mystery mini brands. There's 11 possible dishes I can get and I've already created one of these Masterchef minis and absolutely love how it turned out, which is why I just had to get more. Look at this adorable buttered chicken with naan.
It is just so precious and colorful.
I think my favorite part is the naan. It's so cute. This little buttered chicken is just perfection. Okay, so let's open this first one. For this first package, we have wasabi sauce glue and these little nozzles to apply the glue. These nozzles make me think this is not one that requires resin, and this wasabi sauce glue is some sort of paste that hardens as it sits. So it looks like we're doing the sushi boat. Here's the little pieces of sushi.
Adorable.
Now for this one, it looks like we've got a Masterchef table, which comes in each ball for presentation purposes. Let's just go ahead and snap these two pieces together. We've got some cute little tongs, some tiny chopsticks, and a cute little soy sauce dish. In this next one, we've got the Japanese sushi boat. That is so adorable. And a little steam basket with the rice chunks. Oh my god, how precious. It looks like there's also a little rice spoon paddle thing to scoop them out. Cute. So let's start putting this together. Here's the instructions. They're pretty straightforward, although I have no idea what this here means. Do I just put water in the dish and freeze it? That seems bizarre. There's no words explaining what to do, so I guess we'll figure that out when we get to it. If you know what this little symbol means and you know what I'm supposed to do here, please leave a comment because I am actually stumped. I may just be dumb though. Let's see what's in this sashimi pack. Oh, look at it. There's even a cute little ginger rose. Looks like we've got salmon, sea urchin, tamago, shrimp, unagi, and tuna. Here's some little seaweed pieces to wrap the sushi. There's only 3, so some won't be wrapped. This thicker one is going to wrap around the rice and goes on this little notch on the boat. There aren't 6 notches though, so I'm going to glue the other 2 with the wasabi paste onto the boat. But first, I'm gluing the sashimi pieces to the rice pieces with the wasabi paste. The seaweed wrapped one is the sea urchin, then the salmon, shrimp, and tuna. The unagi and tamago are going to be wrapped in seaweed, then glued down. It doesn't tell me to glue them down, but I'm going to anyways to secure them or else I will absolutely lose them. They're so tiny. I definitely will lose these. These are so cute! So now I'm going to glue down the ginger rose. And now to change the cap out to make the fancy wasabi. Well, it's not very fancy, but it will do. Now back to the dish conundrum. I'm really not sure what to do here. It looks like I'm supposed to add water and freeze it. I'm not really sure, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going off book and I'm going to use some dark colored resin from another craft kit so that it lasts and it's not just like some melted water forever. That worked out pretty nicely. That looks like some soy sauce or maybe something thicker like eel sauce, which is also delicious, so I'm good with that. So here's how it turned out. It is so cute. I just love the little sushi pieces. They are just precious. So precious. Okay, on to the second one. It seems like these are not the same weight, and they sound different when I shake them, even though you can't hear them. I can. And so I hope I get something different. That one was so nice. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so this one does come with resin because we got a tiny little UV light in the shape of a little chef's hat.
How precious.
So we've got the Masterchef table, some tongs that are bent and wonky, a little platter, a little sauce cup, a little brush, some chopsticks, and a little stand for the chopsticks to sit on. Oh good, it's another orange paper and cardboard chef's hat. There's a nozzle for the resin. Oh, sliced duck, how cute! There's hoisin sauce glue, which is the resin. Here's another little steam basket. Tiny cucumbers and onions. Looks like there's also a piece of lettuce or something in it as well. Okay, now how cute is this? A little baggie with a duck inside? I don't know what this is, but we'll find out. Oh wow, it's a whole duck and everything. Reminds me of a Christmas Story movie. It's smiling at me. So here's what we'll be making. A Chinese Peking duck. And we're also making these little wraps. So the wraps are in the little steamer. Phew, there we go, finally. So it looks like these little wraps are adhesive. I need to reorganize these little veggies so I can put 2 cucumbers and 2 onions in each wrap. Here's the little duck slices that go in the wrap. So cute. 2 pieces of duck also are going to go in the wrap. Now let's assemble. Okay, so all 4 wraps are done. So now I'm supposed to cover the entire duck with resin, and that is what the little wand is for. So this little wand goes in its little booty so I can hold the wand and not get resin all over my fingers. And the little brush is to help me brush on the resin. kind of like a little baster. I didn't do the best job at filming the resin brushing, but you get the idea. So I cured this off camera, but here it is, all glistening and beautiful. So as you can see, the little duck body is not wanting to stay in the position that it's supposed to be in because of its large head. And now the little lettuce goes in the duck's booty for aesthetic purposes. For presentation! And now it's time to put the little duck into position. It just doesn't want to sit right on the platter, so I'm going to stick it in place with some resin. Now that looks right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put the sauce in the cup to make sure I have enough resin for it. While that cures, I'm organizing the platter before I put on the finishing touch, which is to drizzle the sauce over the wraps. I'm not going to put resin underneath them because the resin drizzle should lock them in place. And here is the final reveal. This one was a little bit tricky, but it turned out so cute. I love it. Okay, now let's open the third one. Oh man. Okay, so we've got another UV chef hat light. I'm not sure what happened to the footage of this first package, but it was just instructions. We've got stock glue, a little box full of assorted veggies. In the next bag is the Masterchef table, a little wooden platter, some tongs, and a fun spoon. And in the next package, I have a cute little cauldron, a package of onions, rosemary, and coriander, and a little package of chicken. It looks like we're making a South African poikikos. And I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I did look up how to pronounce it, and that's what it said, so I think I got it. And I don't know what it is, but it looks delicious. So it first tells me to fill the cauldron with resin, but I'm going to do it in steps for two reasons. The first is so the UV light can reach to the bottom of the pot and will cure all the way to the bottom. If the resin is too thick, the bottom of the pot will remain gooey resin and will cure weird and cause distortions in the surface of the resin, like it'll be bumpy and warped, and we don't want that. We want it to be smooth. The second reason is because I don't want the ingredients to sink to the bottom and not be visible. So, this first layer of resin will provide me with a little base to prop up the ingredients so they don't sink, and it will just look prettier. That was nice. Now look how smooth and beautiful that turned out. I think I'm going to add some more resin because it's still a little too deep for my liking, I want it to look like it's full and almost overflowing with goodness. Food presentation is everything, even when it's fake. So next we're adding all of these veggies and chicken. I just added them in a way that was balanced and pleasing to me. I'm adding more resin to coat the potatoes and chicken and for the other veggies to stick where I want them to more easily. Now I'm just making sure all of the veggies are touching the resin so they stay put when cured. And now for the rest of the garnishes, which I honestly kind of forgot about. So I'm hoping that they'll squeeze in there somehow. Now I ran out of resin here. Thankfully, I had some left over from the duck, so I just used a tiny bit to stick the garnishes to. If you're going to make this mini brand, be sure not to use up all of your resin like I did. I do love how full it looks though, and it is making me hungry. And here is the final reveal. I really loved making this one. It was really fun to be in a little cauldron, and it's just so adorable with so many different veggies and colors. I really, really love this one. And now it is time for the very last ball. I'm crossing my fingers that I don't get a duplicate.
Oh yeah.
Oh look, it's our little Masterchef chef hat light that we now have 4 of. This first package that I'm gonna open, I'm pretty sure is just gonna be the instructions and that weird little chef hat cardboard with the orange presentation paper.
Surprise!
On to the next one. Ooh, okay, so this one is not a duplicate. Look at this beautiful little plate. It's so cute. Oh, and this is definitely an Australian dish with its little kangaroo and the little stars for its flag. And so this dish is going to be the pavlova. I've never had pavlova before, but it looks interesting and it looks yummy. I mean, isn't it just like meringue or something? So in this package, we've got the little Masterchef table, some assorted berries, which I didn't really show, some little tongs again, a little icing spreader for like cakes and stuff. I guess that's what, I don't know what it's called, but it's cute. And a little tiny knife, and a little tiny fork. And now here's a close-up of all of the little berries, and it looks like maybe mint. And in the last baggie, there's cream glue, which I'm thinking is the same type of glue as the wasabi glue. And here's the resin, which is the fruit sauce glue, which will make the caramel stuff on top of the pavlova. Here's the little nozzles for both of them. And I actually don't know if it's caramel on top of the pavlova or not, but if you know, maybe you can leave a comment and tell me what it is actually on top of the pavlova. So usually I would glue the pavlova to the plate. However, I think the caramel sauce will keep the pavlova on the plate as long as it overlaps from the pavlova to the plate. The berries are just going to sit in the pavlova in that little crevice, but first I need to glue them down with the cream glue. These little berries are so precious. There's even some that are cut in half, the strawberries that are cut in half and are just adorable. Alright, now to add the cream glue into the pavlova. That actually doesn't look too bad, and it does look like whipped cream, but I guess that doesn't really matter because I have to spread it around and put berries in it anyways. So what's the point? What's the point of trying to make it look pretty and like whipped cream? Now I'm carefully placing the berries and mint all around in an aesthetically pleasing way. And now to open the fruit sauce and put it all over the pavlova. I don't know why I keep saying this is caramel or could be caramel when it says fruit sauce right on the packaging. Let me know what is this sauce because I am curious. But regardless, I want to know what kind of sauce this is. What kind of fruit sauce is this? So if you know, if you're Australian or you love pavlova, this is so stinking cute. I did the UV light off camera, and here is the final reveal. Here's everything that we made today. They all turned out so cute and I absolutely love all of them. I had so much fun making these little foods, and if you're thinking of getting some mini brands, the Masterchef ones are so adorable and so worth it and so much fun. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a like and subscribe for more content like this, or for more crafty and art related content. Thanks so much for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye!